Well folks, today is yard work day, and I'm only about halfway done, but I wanted to show you this. I'm out of gas, that's kind of why I stopped, and the sun's beating down on me. Had me a flat the last time I mowed, and get out of here, bug. And I fixed it, I put a plug in it, and today, after the dew finally burned off the grass, I went to get the mower out, and well, the tire was flat, and it was off the rim on both sides, which is a huge pain in the butt. If you've never tried to put a tire back on a rim without having a machine to do it, it's a huge pain in the butt, especially these little guys. So I ended up having to jack the whole mower up, take the tire and rim off of the axle, and I had to wrap a rope with a slip knot in it, or a cinch knot and a rope, and pull it tight to where this part of the tire squished in and it pushed the sidewalls out enough to make some sort of an air seal while I'm trying to put air into it. I did run to the store and get a bottle of that tire slime, that real cool looking green stuff. Finally got all that in there, and it probably took 15-20 minutes of me wrestling with this stupid thing, but it does seem to be holding air now, and I haven't seen any slime leaking out, so I don't know if it was leaking around the plug, but I don't see any, or there might be another locust thorn or something. That's what this was. It was a locust thorn got in there. Yeah, well, anyway, it seems to be holding. That slime stuff's pretty good, and I hope it lasts on this one. If it does, I'm going to end up buying 3 more bottles and do the other 3 tires, just because I don't want to have to deal with this crap anymore. So since it is so crazy hot right now, I thought I would try to tackle some other projects that I got here. This latch is screwed up. It works from the outside, but if you're inside and try to come out, you can't. It looks like somebody tore something apart in there. And actually, okay, well, yeah, I thought that was a chunk of wood right there, but it just looks like wood. Yeah, it looks like somebody tried to spot weld crap back together, and it's just not going to work. I got online real quick and get a rundown to see what I could see, and I did not see what I wanted to see. I can't find this style latch. This is a man door latch for a 1975 Vandura GMC thing, like a direct replacement. So it looks like I might have to go aftermarket. Actually, just looking at it now, I can see that this has been coped out for that to fit in there. Maybe this isn't the original, or maybe they did that originally. I don't know. And I really don't think it's supposed to flop like that. I don't know, maybe it is. I kind of don't think it is, but yeah. So it opens, and you can see it sticks out there. Take the screen door off here. Yeah, this does magic stuff. You can do whatever you want with it. The lock works. You can't open it if the lock's pushed in, but this doesn't do anything. I did take it apart one time, like I said, and it looks like somebody tried to do magic-y, weldy stuff, and everything is burned up and bent and crappy in there. And I don't think that's supposed to look like that. I think there's supposed to be like a rubber bushing or something. So if anybody has any idea of a place that I could find online to order a replacement one of these, that would be pretty cool. So as I was kind of walking around here, I realized that there's like some mold stuff starting to get on this little thing, and it's old as crap anyway. And I thought, you know what, actually just now I'm noticing cat tracks. Interesting. I thought, you know what, maybe I'm just going to wash this thing down and give it a wax. What could it hurt, right? When I looked at my antenna, and it looked like it was crooked, and I thought, well, maybe I can just bend it a little bit, and then it did that. It broke off. It broke. So, yay, I guess I'll need one of those too. This is probably original equipment. There's not even a radio in it, but you know, I would kind of like to have one. I guess I could probably find one of these aftermarket, no problem. But yeah, these cat tracks are kind of interesting. They're actually up on this little solar panel too. Cat's like a spider cat. He can go sideways and stuff. Anyway, it's just a little 15-watt panel to maintain the battery, just kind of hanging up there, and noticing now that the wiper's all crapped up. Neat. Wow. The more I look at this thing, the more I got to do work to it. So I decided to quit looking at the RV for a little bit because I keep noticing a bunch of problems, and that just means a lot more money that I don't have to put into something that I don't really need. And I come in to find out that it is 92 outside. Now, in the past, this thing has gone stupid, and it may be going stupid right now. But believe me, it really feels like 92 outside. The sun is just, it hurts. I mean, when you're in the sun, it hurts. I turned the AC on maybe an hour or two ago, and you can see it was 80, and it's 78 now. Yeah, so I'm going to wait a little while until maybe it cools down just a little bit. I don't know what the official Weather Channel temperature is, and that always seems to be way lower than what it actually is. Well, according to this, and according to other thermometers that I have. But it really does feel like 92 outside. It really sucks right now. Well, since it's so crazy freaking hot, I knew I had another air conditioner in storage that has been in storage for, well, I'm going to say at least 2.5 to 3 years. And there's a reason that I know that it's been there that long. When I started this thing up, I put it in the window and plugged it in, turned it on. It just buzzed. The fan was froze up in there. That's the fan. That's the house fan. It was froze up. It wasn't doing anything, just buzzed. And then I kicked it on cool, and it did the same thing. So I pulled the cover off, stuck my hand in there, and realized that, well, there's a giant mouse nest in there. So I shut everything down, brought it outside here, and proceeded to dig gobs and gobs of mouse nest out there. Now, normally, I suppose the mouse nest probably would have just blown out everywhere, but this is a pair of my ex-wife's underwear. How the hell that got in there, I have no idea. That must have been a very determined mouse, and a very long since gone and dead mouse, because that was 2.5 to 3 years ago when I was married. This thing is filthy. It is putting out cold air. I'm going to give it a good old clean down, then stuff it back in there. These coils are absolutely filthy. But I got cold air now. Well, it's in there. I don't have the slidey outy things, and I can see dust and stuff flying around. I don't have the slidey out things. I have no idea where those are. This thing is crazy loud, but it is working very well. A lot better than the newer ones that I have. It still looks really, really dirty, but it don't smell like mouse feet. It smells kind of like bleach, I guess. So anyway, it's doing its thing, I guess. So for the most part, the sun has gone down. Yeah, I mean, it's still daylight. It's not nowhere near nighttime. We still got another 3 or 4 hours before the sun actually sets. I decided to mow. You ever hit a Walmart bag with a lawnmower? It's kind of like you run over a whole family of gerbils or something. Yeah, I don't know where that come from. It just blew up here. But anyway, did some mowy stuff up here around the berries. And thought, you know what? I'm going to try to get the mower down the little trail I cut. And it worked out pretty good. By the way, raspberries are definitely due to be picked, probably tonight. And, you know, just go away, blueberries. I don't even care anymore. So, wiggled the mower around here, got him all the way up in here, and I know you can't tell by looking at the camera, but I'm holding the camera probably as level as I can. And there is a huge hill right here. Goes up, and then it's up like that. Up around to here, where the backside of the blueberries are, which there are some blueberries here. Funny. They are kind of ripe. Alright, I guess I'll pick you. Anyway, wiggled the mower around in here, and it's funny because the mower is probably from there to there wide. But if you notice, this is mowed too, because, oh my God, what am I doing? Anyway, ended up backing it up, making a lot wider path than what I wanted to. I mean, I would love to mow the whole thing around the berries, but ended up kind of getting stuck down here where I weeded it, and then suddenly, holy crap, I remember I put these steel bars here years ago. There they are. Yeah. See the nice new scratches on them? Yeah, there was fire flying out from under the deck. Wonder where them things went. Anyhow, yeah, this is nice to walk around in now, and berries are nice. That's black raspberry. So, I will do the picky thing tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure how well my garden's going to do this year. It doesn't really look that good. There is something coming through and biting the tops off of all my plants, and that still needs weeded, and the rest of this still needs weeded. I did one row, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But here is a pretty good example. Something nipped off the top right there on every one of those. There's some new growth that might have come today or yesterday. There's some new right here, but that's been bit off. And just about everything is chewed up pretty bad. This right here is a perfect example. So there's something coming through, and I do believe I know the culprit. Pretty darn sure it is at least one or two deer that are coming through and chewing on my beans. This whole row is just pretty much gone. Probably, I don't know, at least 1/3 of it, if not more. Maybe 50% of it is gone. Coming through here, well, of course the weeding. Yeah, look, they should be a lot bushier, and actually, this fella right here is already starting to vine out. So no one's chewing on that guy. That's pretty much, well, yeah, somebody is chewing on that guy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a deer or two. Anyway, after all the yard work and everything, in the evening I thought, you know what, I'm going to go punish myself a little bit more. I come down and did one row, and I am absolutely spent. I have nothing left. I am absolutely done. These two rows need it pretty bad, and pretty much the entire garden needs to get going over. Yeah, really frustrated with whatever's chewing on these. I think you can see those fellas right there. All the tops are nipped off of them. And that is everything. Everything has the tops nipped off. So, pretty sure it's a deer, like I said, and I think I just made one really cool food plot for the deer. I really did not want to have to put the time and effort into fencing this whole thing off. I really don't know what to do right now. I'm just going to keep at it, and I don't know if I get a handful of beans out of this for a nice pot of soup. I guess that'll be good enough. Was really planning on having a bunch to put away. Strangely, these last 3 rows right here are not really touched. No, yeah, they are. Yep. They're all chewed up too. Nothing got into the squash. Now, funny, okay, here are some beans that are not touched. If that wind's not getting you. Yeah, those guys are doing good. For whatever reason. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plants right there. I don't know, maybe I can get some beans out of those guys. I don't know. Squash doing good, no blooms yet. Yeah, pretty frustrating. Really wish I had a way to stop all this without having to fence everything in. I really don't want to drop a couple $100 on fencing and fence posts and all that crap. Never had this problem before. Back when Mom used to garden down here, when I was just a kid, never had deer come in. But of course we had a lot more dogs then. And dogs sort of kept everything safe and clean, I guess. Maybe I need a dog. Anyway, folks. Yeah, I don't even want to look at it right now. Really don't even want to look at this. This took all day to mow everything. Beyond where that little trail goes under that tree, there's like 3/4 of a mile of an old driveway thing. That's where my property ends, by the way, by where that tree is laying down. I kind of mow all that just to kind of be nice to the landowner, sort of people, thingies, majigs, whatever. And yeah, yard work takes a minimum of 8 hours to do. But I guess it looks good. It looks a lot better than my frickin' garden. Well, anyway, folks. Appreciate everybody watching. Have a good one.